This guy's the #1 pick in the draft. We compare him to none other than LeBron James, Charles Barkley, Blake Griffin. We've been watching this kid's highlights since he was a junior in high school. We don't see guys that move like that, dog. 6'8", 280 pounds. Come on, D. Jones. He's must-see TV. He single-handedly, brought back college basketball. Literally, the college basketball ratings went up 15%. Duke basketball up 30%. We actually broke down college basketball. Jay Williams, Jay Billis, all these dudes are thanking Zion Williamson for what he did. This kid has been must-see TV. And the question is, how's he going to translate to the NBA? What's he going to do? And if you hadn't noticed, we gave up faith on New York. It's nobody watching New York basketball. We quit. People watching Brooklyn, watching LA, watching Kawhi Leonard. Knicks fans are fed up, dog. So there are absolutely zero expectations for the New York Knicks. Nobody believes in 2020, 2021, 2022, dog. Listen. And you mean to say they looking for, I like RJ. That's my young boy. I love him. But listen, you gonna get this soup, dog. You keep saying Zion Williamson don't have no expectations now.
No, I didn't say you don't have expectations, but I'm just saying the pressure has been taken down for him. You know why?
Why?
Because the New Orleans Pelicans are gonna be fighting for a playoff spot. And you know what that means? Zion Williamson is gonna be doing his thing around other good players. Now, if you're telling me that Zion Williamson can carry the New Orleans Pelicans by itself to a playoff spot, then okay, he got the most pressure. But I'm telling you, David Griffin has come in and did an awesome job filling out this roster around Zion Williamson to where in situations he doesn't feel pressure, okay? He's just going out playing a game of basketball. Alvin Gentry, another good coach, okay? He's going to put him in positions where he's successful, okay? And he could be successful throughout the season. RJ Barrett, we don't know what's going to happen. Okay, but we know RJ Barrett, the #3 pick in the draft.
Let me ask you something, dog. Has LeBron James had pressure?
Since when?
Since he ever stepped on a basketball court. Since they called that boy Michael Jordan, the next Air Jordan. Has he had pressure on him?
Yeah, he had pressure coming in. But you know why? Because his team wasn't that good.
Just hold on, just a little pressure or a lot of pressure?
He had pressure because his team wasn't good.
I'm saying a little pressure, a lot of pressure. We're not talking about the team, D. Jones.
Yes, we are. That's where the pressure comes from. He had pressure to carry his team.
So you're telling me that the player's talent does not amount to pressure?
No. Why would it?
So how good or bad the team is the pressure?
If he goes #1 in the draft, that means he's a good player, right? He's looked upon as a good player.
Absolutely.
Okay, so coming into the NBA, what does he have to do? He has to come in and do whatever his coach has him doing. So we don't know what position he's going to play. He can play small forward, power forward.
Out of Rachel's book right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Rachel. So we're clarifying. You're telling me that a #1 pick in the NBA draft has no pressure?
Not this #1 pick because he has
Michael Olowokandi.
But you're talking about
LeBron James.
Listen, LeBron James didn't have a good team. And that's what gave the pressure. That's what made the pressure.
But, Damon, can't you argue that the pressure that Zion has, yes, he's surrounded by a better team than RJ Barrett is, but the pressure that Zion has is to be great. He's not just supposed to be good. He's supposed to be phenomenal. He's supposed to be like the second coming, like a LeBron was when he came out.
Yeah, but there's no pressure to do that.
You're not serious right now.
There's
no way you're serious right now, David.
There's no pressure for him to do that.
There's no pressure?
Because what I'm saying is he's coming in with a skill set, right? His skill set, he's good at what he does.
Who's the favorite for her rookie of the year right now?
Of course it's Zion because he's a #1 pick.
So there's no pressure for him to
there's no pressure. There's no pressure. You go out and you play your games. You're put into a situation or a system where the coach has to fit your skill set to what the team wants to do.
Okay,
and there's no pressure in doing that.
You brought up a good
right
point about the pressure of Zion to be the rookie of the year. Who do you think is going to be the rookie of the year from 2019, or for the 2019 NBA draft class?
I mean, ultimately, the stage is set. I'm not saying it should be or might be. It has to be Zion Williamson. He absolutely has to win Rookie of the Year, whether he's in a good situation or not. He's got to put up numbers to show you promise. So even if he's on a team on the cusp of the playoffs, he's got to lead them to the playoffs. If he's on a bad team, he's got to put up numbers. You want to see the P word. You know the P word, dog? Potential. As a coach, when you sat in that war room and you guys were drafting players, what can he become? What can he become? What are we talking about RJ Barrett becoming? a good basketball player. What are we talking about Zion Williamson becoming? LeBron James.
No, you can't compare Zion
Charles
Williamson.
Barkley.
You can't compare
Blake
those
Griffin.
guys. He's going to win.
You can't compare Zion to who?
He's going to win Rookie of the Year, and this is why.
Get him.
He's going.
stick him.
like you sicking your sister on me or something. Listen, this is why he's going to win Rookie of the Year, because his team is going to have more success. And that's going
It's not
to.
always about that, dog.
The
It's not
award
always about
isn't
that.
a team award.
Let me ask-
It's what
It's
he
not always
does
about that.
individually as a
Let me ask you
player.
this question: who won the Rookie of the Year this year? This past year?
Luka
Over Trae Young?
over Trey.
Okay, why?
His performance only rivaled LeBron James. If you saw those numbers and the consistency through the season, forget the team. He hooped.
Wait,
And guess
why do
what?
you
And when-
think why?
I think because Dallas had more success. Because
No.
if you think about it, Trae Young had just amount.
You're not serious right now.
I'm serious. A heart
roll
attack.
the soup.
right now.
Roll the soup.
Listen. I'm telling you right now, Luka Doncic, I love him. Okay, when he first came in, I was like, I don't know if his game's going to translate. But then he came out hot. Trae Young finished hot. But because the Dallas Mavericks had a better record than the Atlanta Hawks, he won.
So there's
Rookie of
more
the Year.
pressure on the third pick in the draft than not the first.
I'm telling you, it's no pressure.
Okay.
on Zion
All right,
Williamson.
give me the soup, because I feel like we're going to be using
There's
this
no
soup.
pressure on him.
We're going to be using this the
Who
whole show.
was the number one pick 2 years ago? Who was the number one pick 2 years ago?
I'm done with you.
Does
dog.
anybody know?
I'm done with you, dog.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.